Hey everyone, welcome to the 5 Minute Art Show. I'm Nathaniel Soil. This is the timer. We're starting this. Today we're talking about some DIY gallery walls that I made in 2023, maybe the end of 2022. I was setting up to do a crowdfunding campaign. I'm actually working on one right now. It's called Traveling Skulls. You're going to hear about that in the very near future. But today I'm telling you about these gallery walls. Now, I was making these because I really wanted to have an art show. I'm very close with the comic book shop in San Gabriel, California called Nostalgic Comics. Or a Nostalgic Comic Shop, you should absolutely stop there if you're ever in the San Gabriel Valley and looking for a good comic book store. That is the place that I recommend. It's a great little space. They do art shows there. They do creator signings, all kinds of stuff that you want in a comic book shop. Anyways, I was setting up to do a crowdfunding campaign for Dark Mouse Inc., which is a black and white comic based on my character Dark Mouse. That is also a what do you call that was also based on an Inktober project. Anyways, one of the things I try and do with my crowdfunding campaigns is I try and have either launch events or kickoff events or events at the end of a campaign. And for this one, I wanted to have an art show or an art show during the campaign at a comic book store, and Nostalgia Comics was nice enough to allow me the space there. Again, they're always willing to try interesting things. You should really check out the space. So I said I want to do an art show, but I want to make some gallery walls, and I want to also have art shows at the comic shop and use the gallery walls, and hopefully that makes sense for the store. And they were really kind there. Pete Malini over at the store is always down to try something new. So I went home and I made some art gallery walls. This is a closet door that I used to make these first versions of these gallery walls. This is one of the first prototypes. It's basically just a door standing on one end with a couple of triangle base pieces, like a couple of feet made out of other like cupboard doors, I think, from my house. We took those down, we renovated our kitchen, and I had like a lot of scrap wood. So these gallery walls are made out of scrap wood, and I put them together. I made three of them, all subtly different sizes. It's a little funny to move them around. The base of them, again, they have these triangular feet, and the actual bottom, the foot, those are like full-size cabinet doors that we had again in our kitchen that we took down. There's a bunch of scrap wood in this photo. This is from a few years ago. But I made these walls, I put them on wheels, and I thought, and then I painted them, and I just always wanted to have like just mobile gallery walls that you can move around in whatever space that they are inhabiting, and they're still up today. This is that art show. That's my brother in the background there. These are original drawings from the comic Dark Mouse Inc. And I'm again, that was part of an Inktober project. I made all those. I made these gallery walls, and I put on an art show, and had a panel, and had guest artists and friends come out. Here's some close-ups of some of those drawings. Dark Mouse is basically Sin City with mice, if you're not familiar with that already. Some of these originals were sold as part of that campaign. That was part of the crowdfunding. And this is a picture of everybody that showed up that night. Comic book editors, comic book creating friends, and the walls are still up. Like I said, they're still up in the space today. This is an art show from later that year, inspired by the Into the Spider-Verse movie. This is an art show we call Beyond the Spider-Verse. I know, like that just I didn't know that that was going to be the sequel or the the third movie's name. Anyways, it's nice to be able to make something to show off creativity of not just yourself, but like your community. This is Nick Marino. This is Rosie Knight, great comic book writing duo and comic book store owners as well. Rachel Ann DeReuter, Daniel Whitfield. These are all, again, friends and creative people in the comics making community here in Southern California. stop by Nostalgia Comic Shop, go see the gallery walls. If you're ever curious about making art, find a space that's conducive, that is helpful, that wants to also make art and show art, and hopefully you can do that. So again, this is just showing some gallery walls I made, wood, screws, cabinet doors, scrap wood. It's nothing complicated. That was the 5 Minute Art Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Traveling Skulls. Thanks so much for watching. See you in a week with another video.